Hi everybody. My name is Anthony Morgan. I've been taking a look into this situation of my life and trying to figure out exactly why everybody hates me. I had a notion today. I don't even know what day it is. I was I picked up my cell phone and I was looking at the video "Lose Yourself" by Eminem, and I started to read the subliminal messages. In other words, your conscious thought. And It was about if you only had one shot, to just reach up and take it from me. But the thing is, what you guys don't know is the day of my birth, these ladies were not there. It was just, I was born. And then when I moved into the apartment that, I don't remember being in a hospital after being born and the doctor slapping me on the ass. But after living in Manhattan, these guys that are apparently invisible, everybody knows them now, but I'm 30 years old, so 30 years of these guys, you know who I'm talking about. They're continuously conscious, you know who they are. Um, uh, they penetrated my brain. They penetrated my brain. When they penetrated my brain, I was paying attention to the video. Lose Yourself. It kind of clicked. It was something else I was paying attention to too. It let me know that the world became white. However, I wasn't in it. That's why I must have been walking around you guys and had no idea what the hell you're experiencing. Because it's whoever those guys are, those conscious guys, penetrated my brain and probably released this into your lives. I had no idea what was going on. The connection speed is slowing down. And after that happened, I don't know how you guys were living. And then they claimed that there was a conversation going on. I believe that there was a conversation going on because of the direction of my life. They conversation, something giving me a shot or a chance or something like that. And they made it seem as if I did something, which took something, potential something from everyone, everywhere, right? Which is impossible because I was never a part of the world that you were in. The people who went in my body and penetrated through and out of my brain casted some kind of world or life where you all were. Okay? And when that happened, I was not a part of it. Okay? I'm still not a part of it. Okay? Okay, so they did something that made it seem like I took something from you guys at a later point in time that I believe came after I moved out of Manhattan. I left Manhattan at the age of 5. When I came back, I was living in the Bronx. What they said happened, what you all are saying happened, must have occurred in the Bronx. I remember a moment in time when I was standing in front of my mirror in the Bronx, and I felt something in my brain, and I did one thing, which literally did nothing, okay, and I stopped. And somebody kept telling me to keep doing what I was just doing. I did not know what I was doing, so I didn't continue. I lost my vision temporarily because all I saw was white. And when I came to consciousness again, I was standing in front of the mirror. Okay? And I didn't know what was going on. And the next thing I know, I had a thought to break the mirror in front of me. I had no idea why, and I don't know what happened. So I just left the bathroom, continued on with my day. And again, I am not in this white zone that you're all in. So whoever these guys are that are completely conscious, who penetrated my brain and my life and has made me miserable to a point where I am missing a finger on my left hand. They are your enemies, not me. What else to tell you? When I went to North Carolina in the year 2006, I lived there for 3 years before coming back to New York. I currently reside in Westchester, New York. Yorktown Heights. Yes, when I was there about 2008, I remember being followed around by voices that were completely, well, seemed completely unfamiliar to me. I was running, literally, around my complex. Shannon Green Phase 1 complex on Souther Road. I think it's just off of 29. My apartment was 9501 Shannon Green Drive in Charlotte, North Carolina, 28213. I have no idea on what people were telling me when they said when I came to North Carolina I scarred the hood. I have no idea what that meant. But yes, while I was running away from these voices one day, one specific day, something held onto my head and seemed to rip off the top of my head. Rip off the top of my head. When that happened, a beam of light, a beam of energy, not light, a beam of energy skyrocketed out of my head. What must have been calculated to be through the clouds, beyond our atmosphere, out of the earth, and far beyond it. I think that came first. The second thing that happened was I used to have some kind of a orb in my chest. It was a ball of energy. It was a ball of white energy mixed with other color. There was a black dot in it, and that was supposed to represent North Carolina. I don't know where it came from, and I don't know how it got there. All I know is I remember I was in high school before going to North Carolina, and I sat there, and something made me feel like I should be sitting up straight. So I sat up straight, and something painted my entire body in gold. So my entire body went gold, and then something made me feel like my body was a temple and my head is the top. So that was the case. And then something made me put my hand, I don't know if you can see here, like this. These 3 fingers and this thumb, like this, across the middle of my chest here. And then I went like this, and I went like this. And as I did that, I began to see something. happened. All I know is that by the time I was finished, there was a ball in my chest, an orb. And I didn't know what it was. It didn't change my life. It didn't do anything. It was just there. I exercised eventually in life, and it became stronger or tighter or something. All I know is that when I was in North Carolina, the second thing that I was mentioning that happened was I dated a girl from Germany by the name of Katharina. She used some kind of spiritual energy from a far distance, reached in through my window, right into my chest where the orb was, and she squished it like that, and it popped. When it popped, my chest went from flat like this to a poof, poof, like that. And I didn't feel any different. Not at all. But I did realize that it felt like something was coming out of me. Now, when Katarina reached in spiritually and popped it, her entire hand was black. Black. So there's something wrong with that. I believe people are in control of her. I believe she's a very sad soul. Anyway, moments after my chest finally settled, not very long, less than a minute, I heard a huge explosion that started from outside my apartment, which seemed like, because of the orb popping, an explosion came from it. It would have created a wave. It would have created a wave so large that it expanded outside the planet. And that would have meant it's emanating from me. That was amazing. This is the truth. Whoever these guys are that penetrated my brain kept me from knowing anything by working with those ladies out in the sky. The only ladies that I found to be positive were the young ones. But anyway, being that they know how to use my mind, I could be wrong about the ladies out in the sky, because these conscious guys, whoever they are that penetrated my brain, beat these ladies senseless until they have no choice but to do what they say. I do not know what our world is like. I've never been accepted into our society, and I feel like an outcast of the earth. I hope this message reaches someone.